What's going on, guys? See if we can get a couple people in here. We'll just do a quick little browse of the grow tent. Pretty much got everybody set in their homes for the duration of their life. Still trying to figure out what we're going to do with that lettuce there. I think I'm just going to eat it. Never mind trying to regrow it. But so far it's hanging on. It's actually been in that container for about 2 weeks now and still thriving, so that's a good thing. Henry's looking good. Kind of put him on the floor to give some good vibes for the rest of the plants in here. So, and we got, let's see, we got the banana pepper, and then we got the peppadew. Those guys are transplanted into cocoa, so those are going to be our cocoa grows, as well as a cherry tomato that we have up top. Let's see. There's our cherry tomato. And down here, so all these guys, if you guys would watched, I set up the buckets all last night as far as the pH and everything, and mixing the nutrients for the master blend formula. And so right here we got the ají dulce. In the back we have the cucamelon. In the center we got the hydroponic banana pepper. So we're going to kind of do a grow between this one here and this one down here. What's going on, Chipper? How you doing? And then over here we got the other golden nugget or gold nugget cherry tomato. So that'll be a comparison grow on the hydro bucket there compared to the gold cherry tomato up here in cocoa. So like I said in last night's video, I'm going to kind of go over an update with the hydro reservoir as far as the cracky lettuce is done. If you guys happen to follow us on Instagram, you'll know that we did name these two Freckles lettuce right here. So we got Ren and Stimpy, and Stimpy is the one that we're actually taking photos of on a daily basis as far as the growth progress, and he's looking pretty good. Ren's not too far behind. They're pretty much neck and neck as far as growth size is concerned. And then lucky for us, we finally got our parsley to pop up. We got two down there, two right there, and then obviously the one over there. Then we got Paris Island romaine in the back. Those two are looking good. Then we got the butterhead lettuce right here. Those guys are looking good. And we'll do a quick little view of the root zone. We do have some roots going. And as you can see, I do have the frozen water bottle in there just so we can check out and make sure that our water temperatures stay cool. So the roots are looking pretty good. Buffering's bad. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if it's my internet. I have no idea. I'm running on Wi-Fi right now, so I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, and then down here, obviously, we don't have any roots established because these guys was planted last night, and these are also all cracky. And the cocos. So as far as the cocos, I'll kind of go over what I did. The cocoa itself actually came in a bag, dry. What I did was I filled a 5-gallon bucket with actually about 3 gallons of water, and I mixed in 4 milliliters of CalMag per gallon, and pretty much I filled up the mesh pots, or the fabric pots, excuse me, and I pretty much soaked them in the 5-gallon bucket with cocoa in the bags for about 5 to 10 minutes. Cocoa actually has no nutrients in it whatsoever, and they recommend that you pre-soak it in CalMag at least before you plant into it, so that way the cocoa itself can absorb some of the CalMag that the plant's going to need to grow. And it's especially important to do that with seedlings when they're first starting. So you don't really need to feed nutrients right off the bat with seedlings, unlike what I'm doing here in the hydroponic reservoirs and the cracky. But pretty much what I'll do is in the cocoa, those guys will get watered about every 2 to 3 days. What I'll probably do is end up just picking up the bag, see how heavy it is. Cocoa itself is pretty light, so once it does dry out, I will then water it, so that way we don't overwater, because cocoa does hold moisture, but it has better draining properties than soil does. So that's where we stand with the cocoa. Those guys will start to get nutrients probably in about a week or two. And then in these reservoirs here that we mixed up in the other video last night. Let's see. Like I said, there's no roots sticking out of the bottom yet, but those are all mixed up, ready to go. Uh-oh. We got Henry pinched here. Hang on a second. Alright. Can't kill the wife's plant. She'll get real mad. Yep. This is Henry. And then we got Henry's little sidekick. We're still trying to get to root. A couple of the leaves in there don't look too good, so you may have to pull that little section out, but the rest of them is decent. Don't see any roots just yet, but we'll see what happens. And over here, we got the cucamelons. Those guys are going pretty good. A banana pepper. And then the other gold nugget cherry tomato. So, like I said, everything's looking pretty good so far. We'll check on this guy up here in the cocoa. Like I said, all the cocos are pretty much going to get they're going to get watered with the Master Blend formula. Oh, let me see, I'm a little foggy here. Let's get it to focus again. I don't know what's going on. Come on, here we go. All right. So yeah, in the reservoirs, like I did in last night's video, Master Blend formula in these 4 buckets, and then the cocoa guys will get fed with the Master Blend as well. And then up here in the reservoir, we're going to stick with using the Botanicare liquid nutrients. So that's where we stand with that. And then, of course, the magic of it all, we got the Hidden Harvest grow lights, 2 up top, 2 down bottom, and then I will be getting 2 more so I can push these 2 back, you know, squared up over those buckets, and then I'll have 2 hanging right over here, so these guys will get their share of light. And at some point I may end up, you know, adding some more seeds in here, possibly some beans, who knows. But yeah, I mean, everything's looking pretty good. I kind of wanted to go over last night if there was any sort of confusion, because my wife did mention to me that when I was talking about the Master Blend nutrients last night, it seemed a little bit confusing at first. So as far as these reservoirs are concerned, if you did watch last night's video, this one is a Master Blend 996 formulation. Basically what this is your base formulation for these is actually 331. So that's to be used for peppers, tomatoes, you know, those type of plants. And as far as like lettuce, or like I did with the cucamelons, those ones are actually a 221 formulation. Now, obviously, I have 3 gallons of water in here, and actually in all of the containers. So 3 gallons of water, if you take the 221 or the 332 method, if you multiply it by how many gallons you have, you would get 996 per 3 gallons of water. Or, in that case, you get the 663 for 3 gallons of water. So that's pretty much how that works. If anyone was confused about that, I'm sorry for last night. And again, we'll just quickly go over what we're using. So this is the calcium nitrate, 15.500. And then we also have, sorry, it's kind of tucked away over here. We got the Master Blend 41838. And Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate. So that's pretty much what we're working with inside these buckets, and that's what we'll be feeding the cocoa plants with. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, like, share, subscribe, and I'll get you on the next update. And like I said, if you're not aware, follow us on Instagram. I will leave a link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take it easy.